Jen Springer here of jenspringer.com, and I'm going to talk about 3 of the most favorite essential oils for the holiday time of year. Between Thanksgiving and New Year's, there are 3 essential oils that come to my mind when I think of support for the season in many different ways. Now, some of these are pretty famous, and some of them you may not have heard much about. I'm going to talk about these 3 little red bottles. I'm going to keep it like secret for a minute here. You know, I've been using essential oils since 2001. And I always go back to these as my favorites for many, many reasons. And I've been very blessed because the type of essential oils that I use here have had such a huge impact on my life. These are the genuine, you know, even to say therapeutic grade anymore really doesn't mean much because everybody and their brother is using that term. But these are the true, genuine, authentic essential oils that man has not messed with chemically or genetically or anything of that nature. And there's one company that I really trust with essential oils, and that is Young Living. You know, there's, you know, people out there that are, you know, doing their marketing. They'll pretty much tell you anything to get you to buy their product. And some of the stuff I've heard is crazy. But I've been with Young Living since 2001, and I've seen it all. I've seen such crazy things. And all I know is that these essential oils have always performed for me. I've never had a problem. There's never been a kind of recall or, oops, there was a mistake out there. They've been tested a million times over, even when people say they're not pure, and they always come out on top. And I know that when I talk to people about essential oils for children or pets or people who might have some fragile health, I know that I can count on the Young Living oils. So I want to talk about these 3 that are, I'm going to leave I think the most famous one for last. So first one I'm going to talk about is Myrrh. Now, Myrrh is an interesting oil. It's very delicate. It's feminine in nature. So some of us who feel like we might need some girliness, you know, you feel like, you know, especially as a woman where you feel like you're just going and pushing and striving and doing, and you're just way out of touch even with yourself, myrrh oil can be of great benefit to help bring back some of that balance. Now, myrrh has a very earthy type of aroma, and right now, this particular myrrh, as you can see, you know, I don't know if you can see, there's like a crust on it, because myrrh, as it ages, it actually gets more resinous, because this isn't essential oil that's made from the resin of the tree. And if you think about the action of an essential oil is very relatable to how the essential oil is harvested or grown, or what part of the tree that it's from. And so the essential oil of myrrh and also frankincense, they're harvested as a resin, and the resin, or the quote like sap, comes out of an area that is scarred, you know, it's cut, and then the resin comes out as a protectant for the tree. And that's the same for our bodies. So myrrh is very protective, it's very gentle, and it is like, how do you want to say it? Myrrh is one of those essential oils that like really helps the skin, supports and promotes the smoothness and the vitality, a glowing type of complexion. But I really, you know, it's not, some people do put essential oil straight on their skin, but I don't. My skin is very sensitive. As you can see, I'm very, very fair. So what I will do is I'll take some myrrh or frankincense or sandalwood, and I'll mix it into like a drop into what I would put on my entire face. And sometimes if I've got an open tub, I'll just put a drop or 2 just to boost that up in the entire thing. It just depends on what oil. Sometimes if you put it on and you notice your face is a little tight, you might need to dilute it a little more, because repeated use every day, your skin might get a little dry. But in general, the myrrh oil won't do that, because it's very delicate, it's very nourishing, and it's one of those oils that really helps give you that dewy glow that people look for their skin. You know, when they get that really shiny, beautiful, like just like head of facial kind of look. That's what myrrh is excellent for. And historically, myrrh has been used for gum health, but you know, some people will use it that way, but personally, I think it doesn't taste so great, but a lot of people have done that. I know that through time, frankincense resin in the Middle East has been chewed on for gum health, and people that are doing that regularly, their teeth are like super white and their gums are absolutely beautiful. But myrrh has been used, if you look in through the history of dentistry, myrrh was used extensively in dental practice. It's really, really cool. So that's a little bit about myrrh. But remember, myrrh was given to the Christ child as a gift. And so when the three wise men came and brought frankincense, myrrh, and gold, makes you wonder, why would they bring frankincense and myrrh to a baby, right? It doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense when you look into and you research the properties of myrrh and how beneficial it is for the body and the mind and the spirit. It's very grounding, it's very delicate, and it also helps bring that sense of calmness. And so that's one of the reasons why in that time it was revered as one of the most precious things you could give somebody. So that's myrrh. So secondly, I'm going to sandwich in the middle is a blend of oils called Christmas Spirit. Like I said, it doesn't matter what your faith is. This essential oil is one of my favorites for all year round. And I will tell you, this is the one I have in my truck. So when my truck gets some of that special truck aroma, I have horses, and my boots might be a little aromatic and leave presence around in the mat of my truck. So I keep this in my truck, and you can get like a little diffuser for in your vehicle or of course in your home. But you know, I like this. I don't have any of that tree, you know, looking stuff hanging from my mirror because that stuff is so toxic. It's insane. So the Christmas Spirit, oh my gosh, I just opened this and I can smell it. Oh, it's so good. It literally like brings you right to the most, I just think of pine cones and fireplaces when I smell this essential oil blend. It's a blend of orange, cinnamon, and spruce. So it's very uplifting, as well as having that really rich aroma of the cinnamon. And then also the spruce is grounding, you know, so you get these like trifold benefit of trees, spice, and orange at the same time. And people absolutely love this. And it's an oil that can be diffused at any time of year, but like I said, especially the holidays. I use this in my truck. It just is a very comforting aroma. And it also, I mean, all essential oils support our body and health. So it will help you maintain a very positive outlook throughout the season because of that orange essential oil. Some people love that, especially when it gets really dark and dreary. You walk in your home and you have this uplifting fragrance. It's like, oh, people absolutely love it. So the Christmas Spirit oil is one that, I don't know, you could put it on pine cones around your house, you could diffuse it. I put it in my car. I like put it like on the carpet. You know, you could diffuse it in your car, just a drop or two, and your vehicle won't smell like nasty boots if you're in that situation. Some people like to even wear this and put this on their wrists as their aroma through the holidays. It's just a beautiful, beautiful blend that I've loved for many years. And so the last one we talk about is good old frankincense. So we call it frank. So like myrrh has the feminine, delicate nature that helps you balance that softness and that receptivity. The opposite of that is frankincense. Frankincense oil is more of a little bit of a masculine nature. So if people are needing, you know, that balance where they need to feel really solid and moving forward and things like that in their life, then frankincense is fantastic for that. Now, frankincense oil is one of those that you can do anything you like with. Now, it's not as earthy in aroma as myrrh, but this is very, how do you want to say, very clean smelling. Some people will smell it and they say, it reminds me of church. Well, why do you think they go through the church at different holidays, especially if you're Catholic and they have those burners and they're going through and they're like smudging the entire church and purifying everybody in the church? That's the frankincense. That's what you do with frankincense. Frankincense is one that they have found is very uplifting for the mind. So I personally love to put it here on the back of my neck, right here where that soft spot is, the occipital ridge, and the occiput is that soft spot in the middle. On my temples, I love to put it, I've got a diffuser over there, I'll let that go. It's an essential oil that also comes in a bottle that you can take internally, and you can add it as a dietary supplement. You know, it really promotes comfort within the body and just helps you feel really good and solid. Frankincense has been used for millennia. I mean, it's been documented through the times from the biblical times and the Egyptian times, and even the monks and the priests, and what is it? I forgot her name. She's got the book, and she's a nun. I can't think of her name right now. If you remember it, put it below, because I can't remember her name. Where she wrote the book, and it's got all the recipes in there. She was a nun and talks about frankincense and the herbs and things like that. And it begins with a B. I can't remember her name. But anyways, so frankincense oil has been followed throughout history. And so there are different grades of frankincense. And you want to make sure you have the best that you can possibly get, because frankincense can vary from a dark, dirty brown all the way up to a pure white. And the higher the grade, you know, is the more white that it is, it has less impurities. And that's what this is. This is the variety of frankincense is called Boswellia carteri. And there's other types of frankincense. There's Sacra, there's Feriana, and carteri is the one that you will find when you see supplements that say Boswellia. You know, that's what frankincense is. So that's what you have, is you're actually taking the resin as a supplement. But personally, I'd rather take what makes the resin really potent in its properties for the body. I'd rather have just the oil. So I can get it in many ways. When you inhale essential oils, they come right into your body, and your body brings them right into the system faster than even application. So it's really, really powerful way to get essential oils. So these are the top 3 that I love through the holidays: myrrh, frankincense, and Christmas spirit. So if you're new to essential oils and you would like to learn more, or you would like to get them, come over to my blog at jenspringer.com and message me through there, and I can tell you what your next steps are. So I hope this helps you, and have a wonderful time of year no matter when you're watching this. And if it's the holiday time, happy holidays to you.